Crack a couple beers, we'll talk about the sport, maybe some other things, don't take us to court.
Welcome back to another episode.
Oh.
Wow, thanks for that, Stovey. Premature as always, doing rogue things. after getting into the agenda and going, this is going to be rogue that's what you said. You started it. All right. Look, we're back here, guys. The Weekend Warriors are back, and we're missing Len once again. He's gone MIA on us, and we're okay with it because we have Christy. We've got COB with us, and we are bloody excited to have him. How are you, son?
Yeah, mate. Good. I'm fizzing. This is going to be cracker.
I'm
a listener of the potty, and now I get my chance to, add me 10 cents.
Yeah, absolutely. And, messaging you about an hour ago, I could tell in your replies how fizz you were to get amongst it. Yeah. In the middle of a workout, no doubt, which we're bloody stoked to see.
And even better, gave me an excuse to cut it short. I'm always looking forward for any excuse to get out of the workout. So great result from the fellas.
Fantastic.
It wasn't a unanimous decision to have you on, so if I can just pipe you over there.
I've never liked you either, Stoves.
Yeah, Stovey, welcome back, and a great start from you from the get-go. Lovely woo.
Yeah, sorry, it was the tea again that just, gets me going, gets me warm, gets me fizzed, and, see the boys. How good?
Fantastic. All right, well, we're on here, and look, firstly, Christy, tell us a weekend warrior activity you had from the weekend. Feel free not to incriminate yourself, but what did you get up to on the weekend, son?
I believe it would be rude not to spend the weekend putting a couple of dollars on the horses. Naturally, was on the tools Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Early knockoff, couple of beers just in time for race 1 at Flemington, I think, was the start of the day. Didn't pick any winners at it, but, can't complain.
Very nice, mate. And Stoby, your weekend, fella?
Yeah, I don't know. These weekends are sort of all blurring into one now, but yeah, ponies, just your standard, really. The weather was pretty average, so if I remember correctly, I honestly don't even know anymore what's happening. It's not the goods, but yeah, ponies.
You got dressed up for Halloween, you fuck.
I did that, yes. Yeah,
to manage you as well.
I know.
I didn't even realize that was a dress up.
Yeah, well,
no one was just prepping himself for Saturday.
Everyone's messaging me saying, "Who the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "Well, it's Joe Dirt. I got a mullet."
Is that who you were? Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Thanks.
I actually got up at 5 o'clock for the ABs. That's fucking rogue from me getting up that early and then straight into the UFC. So
on a Sunday too.
It was indeed, but it was bloody good. All right, Christy's over us. If you're on the YouTube, and you'll see him just leaving. All right, lads.
Just closing the door.
And also my TAB account, I got locked out. I thought I don't know why they've done that, considering I've donated to them frequently and told all our listeners how to donate to them as well. So that's bloody pissing me off at the moment. Need to ring them up. Anyway, lads, let's get straight into it. Yeah, straight into this here, boys, because we've only got 40 minutes, considering Len, who organises our Zoom and has the proper account, hasn't sorted us out and ignored it. Ignored it our calls. So we've got to deal with that, lads. So we're going to power through. It might be good news for the listeners who don't have to wait too long to hear some stuff. So today's theme's going to be we're scraping the barrel with the last minute. Oh shit, we've got to do a potty. We've got childhood birthday parties. All right, we like the nostalgic theme, so we're going to get straight into it here with a bit of punt, pork, or propose. So here we are with punt, pork, and propose. Good segment where we basically pick a topic, and we have 3 options, and you either have to punt it, get rid of it, pork it, the deal, or propose. We're going to see you. Love me long time. Make sure you get the prenup. So here we go. We've got laser tag. We've got chipmunks or lollipops, or the movies. So it's, childhood birthday parties. You've got to have a venue, right? And those are the 3 options. All right, lads. So laser tag, chipmunks or lollipops, they're kind of the same thing, or going to the movies. And on debut is COB. So get us started, fella. No pressure.
Pressure early doors. I've gone start with the punt. I'm punting laser tag. I've never understood it. I was never really good at it. I just always get shot and then just end up standing there and waiting. I'm not a big, not for me. It's a silly game. Never got around it. I'm porking chipmunks. Huge fan of chipmunks. I used to have that big blow-up slide.
Yeah.
You used to like fight all your mates on the way up there, and then you fight all your mates on the way down too. It was unreal. Always been a huge fan of chipmunks.
Good.
And then proposing to the movies. Even now, I'd still drop the knee to the movies. Always had a good time there. It used to be the classic after school. You get off the train at Sylvia Park, go to load up at Pack and Save and sneak all your lollies and your chips into your school bag, and then you'd go and sneak it all past the security guard who never gave a shit, and then you'd be tucking into jet planes and stuff. Oh, the glory days.
Shock.
So good.
Very nice.
Shock, you're fucking tucking into the fucking lollies and all of
Oh, you
it.
gotta
All
earn
right,
these
mate. No
ribs.
need to abuse our
Earn
guest
these
early.
ribs.
All right, Stovey. All right, tell us, big man. What did you get up to in the naughty north? Did you guys have any of this?
No,
movies
I
in
don't
movie
even
theaters?
know what some of the stuff is, to be honest. We're just more like cavemen. But no, I punted chipmunks. The reason being, I can't remember a chipmunks party, so they can't have been any good.
Wow.
So that's my reason. A pork and laser tag, because it's good for a one-off, and most laser tags actually have like those like claw games and shit outside them. So that's really the reason I'd be going, not for the laser tag, but we'll pork that. And proposing to the movies, outrageous. Just love a movie. Always have, always will. Go the lads. Nuts of India, nuts skitterby bar.
Okay,
The
mate.
circle of life.
Wow, that calming tea is
Jesus
definitely
Christ.
laced. Look, I'm the opposite. I reckon you guys are lazy fucks. No surprises, sorry, Cobb, but Stovey, you've surprised me with not wanting to do the two activities where you
The
got to,
physical activity.
move a bit. So I'm binning off the movies for a birthday party setup. I reckon that when it comes to birthday parties, you want to be engaging with your mates. You want to be, absolutely wasting them in a game or, tackling them on the slide, like you've kind of said. It's got to be interactive. And, as a parent, I reckon they always want the kids to like burn off all that energy. Whereas if you sit in the movies, smash that food and smash all those lollies and shit, you're still going to be full of beans and going to annoy the shit out of them after. So, sitting there for, well, you got to think of these things, mate. But sitting there for
Always
the
2
movies.
steps ahead, Windows.
Look, the movies aren't my buzz for a birthday party. Love going to them all day, every day, but not for a birthday party. So next we've got propose. Look, I'm gonna propose to chipmunks and lollipops. On the basis that it's an absolute good hoon, but it's very old school and potentially maybe a more distant memory, because you know what? I could go for laser tag over and over again. Maybe that turns into paintball now that we're a bit adults. If I had a little birthday party now, it might be that one. I haven't seen anything funny. I don't know why you're laughing, you dickhead. But no, I'd love to run around and shoot you pricks. So that's that one. All right, let's keep moving through. 8 minutes in.
Sorry.
Boys are rolling.
All right, Stovey, you've got some 2020 cricket after big weekend of it too.
Seriousness, yes. Big weekend of the cricket World Cup, and my goodness, some beauties in there. The boys actually ended up picking most of the results, which was impressive because we usually fucking suck. Yeah, we usually.
It's a genuine shock.
Yeah.
How good are
Bowling.
we? At least we know something.
Money fucking flying everywhere. But anyway, didn't bet on it, so it doesn't count. Afghanistan versus Pakistan, as expected, Pakistan got up. I thought it was a bit closer than expected. I thought Afghanistan did a better job than I thought they would.
Did you see that last over? Second to last over?
No.
No, I'm not a stiffy like you two boys as much.
You don't ask questions you don't know the answer to because we didn't watch it.
Oh, you idiots. The Pakistani dude, they needed 24 and he hit 4 bombs.
Oh, yeah, no shit, I did see that.
Oh, actually, I did. Yeah, that's outrageous. So closer than
with his cock,
which is interesting. South Africa, Sri Lanka, South Africa got up. Yeah, close again.
David Miller at the end used his penis to finish the game.
Yeah, probably a big swinger as well. England, Oz, good to see England beating Oz. I fucking can't stand the bastards, but yeah, too good. They look pretty good, the English side, for the World Cup. I think they'll go pretty close to going all the way with this one, as predicted. I don't know if any of you boys watched that one.
Just the highlights.
Oh yeah, I had Josh Butler to be the top run scorer for the tournament for England, so that was pretty naughty.
Very nice.
What do you got 70 odd?
he's
Looking real
cleaning
good,
up.
pumping it.
It reminds me of my heyday. So good times.
Jeepers.
Scraping
Can't
the
wait till we
barrel
can
there,
hopefully see
eh?
that one day, Jack.
Oh my fuck! Just breaks his back every time he tries to hit it out the park.
Afghanistan beat Namibia, which was pretty, it was just expected, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
And then we went on to the big game, which actually I always said was going to decide who goes into the semi-finals, India versus New Zealand, and the boys did not back the Kiwis.
Yeah.
I know.
I did.
History. Did you?
On the
Windows
potty.
did, yeah. Windows did.
Windows back the boys. Like, nice.
Only because I think it
Naturally,
was because
Stone's got
it's
another one
because you
wrong.
guys didn't. I literally went, "Oh, you cunts didn't. I'm gonna back them." I had them
Yeah,
written
that's
down.
fair.
We're beating India and everything at the moment.
Yeah, hunch.
Yeah, it's rogue. They must hate us, eh? They're probably going home fucking with their tails between their legs. I mean, they're not going home yet, but
It's
fucking
likely. 0-2 is tough to come back from there. And also, how good from us saying, well, especially you, Stoby, you ripped Daryl Mitchell at absolute new one about opening the batting, and he's come and top scored and won them the game.
Just about man of the
it was
match
good to
performance.
see.
Cheers, boy.
Didn't win us the game. We were chasing 100. Like, fuck, someone else
Yeah,
did.
but he got like 50 of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he
He
did.
did, but it doesn't matter. He still
I
shit.
mean-
He still shouldn't be opening the batting.
I always knew that Gary Steed would do it. I just always backed him, really.
Yeah, yarns. all
Harry
around.
Whittler. Did you get in contact, Jack?
Yeah, I did flick him a text. To be fair, he put Conway up to 4, so he listened a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely paid attention.
Yep.
No, that's
No,
good.
that's
So
good.
so that's awesome for the boys, and that I think will go a long way if we can get past Afghanistan, who are they're definitely not a shithouse team. They could give us a run for our money. So if we can get past them, we should get into the semis now, which is bloody awesome. And a great effort. So how good, go the lads. Should have backed them. They were 2-0 in 2020 World Cups against India. Now they've made it 3-0.
That's fantastic.
History. Cricket history. Go the lads.
Go the lads.
Windles, I believe we've got top 5 party food now.
No, we don't. We've got a bit of Plunkett Shield, but thanks for that. Stay on cricket.
Nice and down Stokes.
Thanks for listening to the
Talk about
agenda
cricket.
reruns. All right, lads. So just quickly, day 2 finished today with the first class stuff. So I'll quickly rattle through that because, well, I watched it. So 2 games on, and we've got the Stags who posted up 349 with Hay getting 150 plus, and some contributions all around that guy's. I think it's his 15th or 16th first class century, and just churning them out the last few. Yeah. And then we've got Otago in reply, which is bloody rogue. They're 223 for none, with Renwick and Rutherford posting up tons each. Christy obviously hadn't. Yeah, they've posted up tons each. It must be flat as a pancake, that track. Even we might get off the mark, lads. On that one. So yeah, that's a real interesting turnaround from Otago after being in the field for a day and a half to be able to post 223 for none in reply goes a long way in chasing that down. So it could be just a really important first inning sort of result for either side there. Then we go over to the Canterbury game versus Wellington, apparently gusting with, to be fair, name drop here, but Fletcher's just said it's absolutely like gusting win sort of thing.
Very good.
Yeah. So look, they were 60 for 5 Canterbury to start things off, and him and Cam Fletcher and Henry Nichols put on a big stand. Henry Nichols, unfortunately, 97 out, and then Cam got 110, going on a great little run here. 380 for 9 they posted, so 60 for 5 to go 380 for 9's massive, and then in reply the Firebirds are 135 for 7 in response. Finn Allen was looking really good. I think he ended up on 20 odd to start with, played some fantastic drives, and then one too many. Yeah, he was hitting real straight, and but yeah, they've just been 135 for 7's not good in reply. So that's the Plunkett Shield first 2 days. Stover, you got something to say?
20 and out, mate, not good enough.
Wow, okay, we're not getting him on here, obviously. Then
He's in my pocket, mate. He's in my pocket.
We've written the list of people we might want to come, get them to jump on to give us a hand with things, and he's on a big cross to him now. Thanks for that, Stovey.
Didn't you ask for his signature though, Stokes? Afterwards, you went up to him and you were like, "Hey, mate, I know you're a good player. Can I actually grab your signature?"
No, the umpire told me to after I flipped his bail, and the bail split in half, and I goes, "Please, Mr. Allen, please.
That's so shit chat. Anyway, all right, lads, we'll get into top 5 combined time. Stobie, you've got our topic for this week.
Yes, I do. I was premature, so I do apologize, although I did relook at the agenda and I was right. So, business as usual. Yes, top 5 party foods on the agenda. Kids party foods. What are you little bastards snacking on? What are you, what's the go-to when the mum of the party walks around, or the dad, to be fair, walks around and lays out a spread? What are you getting amongst? What are you munching on? Christy, you can't say all of it.
I was going to say, why do you have to narrow it down to 5? What kind of kid complains about the lollies on the table? You just eat them, mate.
Oh my!
Yeah. We'll go to you
Take
to
me
start
back to
with.
a 5-year-old party, man.
Yeah, we'll go to you, Windows, and we'll just watch Christy salivate throughout the whole thing.
I've actually got dessert to look forward to.
Alrighty, gents. So party foods, obviously an absolute key of it, especially if you've been doing a bit of laser tag or chipmunks and you're running around and you're needing a feed to refuel, or if you skip the activity and just go straight to the table, Christy. So look, firstly, an absolute classic, a really, no organization needed pizza. Get that and get the $5 pizzas. Back in our day, it probably Domino's wasn't as much of a thing, but get that Pizza Hut pizza going and feed plenty of the kids on that. That's an absolute classic for me. This one's probably a bit rogue and maybe me just thinking about more adult parties, but I love this. So this is getting on the list. Chip and dip. I don't think you can ever go past having chip and dip wherever you are socially. I think it's an absolute staple of the New Zealand diet. Definitely part of your 5+ a day.
It's definitely mine.
I actually forgot to correct that. So as I'm talking, I'm trying to think of my 5th one, but that's all right. The next one being the sausage roll.
Nice little saucy, like a saucy.
Yeah, absolutely important. The hot sausage roll, in the oven, panic stations when, people are forgetting it and stuff like that. And the next one for me is fairy bread. Absolute classic. Hundreds and thousands on top of some butter and some white bread. Crust on, crust off, depending on your needs as a child, but an absolute.
You were a crust off guy, eh?
No, crust on, man. Crust hard. I was probably a little bit chubby, so I probably liked eating everything too. So I can dish that out to you, Chris, and probably take some myself. And the last one is I can't even think of the name of it, the Savoy, the cocktail sausage.
Red wieners. The little
wieners.
Oh, yes.
The little cocktail sausages. Your little microwave. Make sure you put a little bit of water in it so it doesn't peel the skin. But that was some tomato sauces all time. An absolute classic. My Cheerios, thank you. Thought of all the names that aren't the most important one, the Cheerios. So that's me. That's my name, and that's my story.
I like your story. Alrighty, okay, Christy. Now you've had time to think about it, mate. What are we going with? This will be interesting. You got to nail it down to 5.
This actually didn't take long at all, as I'm a big fan of food, and these are all like sweet involved because it's a party. So I'm going sugar high, running like as much as possible. So at number 5, I don't know. Do you remember the little mini jellies?
Yeah,
it's like
peel them open.
Peel them open, and then you could just pop them.
Like all good adults, it gets turned into vodka jellies when you get older, eh? But absolutely.
Yeah, these days.
Yeah. No,
but
good.
back in the year, just rip a tab, pop. Yeah, happy days.
Inhale them.
Yeah, and you can put heaps in there at once too. You can combine all your flavors. Brilliant.
Good man.
Then I've gone mini pizzas, the lollies. I don't know if you remember those. They used to come in a little packet as well. You peel the tops off those, and then you just like literally a mini pizza. Guys, taste amazing. Still get around those now, actually, every now and then. Got a couple of young nephews now, so I'm tucking into heaps of sweets at the moment.
Good excuse to do that, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Number 3, popcorn.
Yeah, good.
Can't go wrong with popcorn.
Not
Even
bad.
that, like any day of the week, I'll tuck into popcorn.
Flavored or just OG?
OG. You don't complicate. Why complicate?
Salt and butter. Keep it simple. At the supermarket at the moment, it's like a 4-star health one that I just excuse myself to get a packet of every week. It's $2 from Countdown, and
4-star health rating.
Yeah. So instead of getting chips, I grab shit tons of that.
Yeah, that's good.
And I feel good about myself.
That's real good.
Oh dear.
Number 2, you can't have the whole party pack lolly bag. So I've just narrowed it down to the jet planes, the goat of the party pack.
Yeah, nice.
Huge fan of the jet planes. They slip in there at number 2. And then number 1, just the goat, saucy rolls. Smear them in tea sauce. And you can just demo saucy rolls till the cows come home.
Good
Huge
man.
fan. That's my top 5. It'd be a hell of a party, actually.
Yeah, I'm very keen for a bit of this right now. Stobie, what do you got, mate? Oh, no, he's frozen. All right, he's frozen. All right, we'll keep things moving, and we'll come back to him once he. If you're on the YouTube and you can see his face like that. Look, we'll come back to him. Big notable admission is actually birthday cake. But that's because he looks like such a wounded. Can you take a photo of him? Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
All right, we'll move into the English Premier League. I'm not sure if you're keeping up to date with things at the moment, Cobb, but good stuff.
I'm up to date.
Good stuff. So I'll go through a few games of note, and that was we had Leicester versus Arsenal. Arsenal actually on a massive roll, kind of flown under the radar a little bit since they got bashed by Man City. A couple months ago, I think it was 5-0. They've kind of gone on a bit of a run. Off the top of my head, it's about 8 from the last 10 games or something like that. I thought they've been
big underdogs in that game too, weren't they?
Yeah, I'd say so too. I think Leicester's been traveling really well of late. United Spurs. So when we previewed that one, it was a massive game for United to back it up. And I don't know how you're seeing, but it looks like every time the chips or the cards are down or the chips are down sort of thing. Yeah. Big change in formation though. They chucked 3 at the back and played Cavani and Ronaldo up front to get Stovey's back.
I did hear that.
To be fair, I was pretty happy. Just
Chelsea.
The boys are back.
All right, shut up. We're in the middle of something.
The boys are back.
It's a low light of the podcast.
We'll come back to you in a second, Stovey. Big change of formation, and obviously they've gone and got the win, but I don't know how long Gunnar Solskjaer is going to stay there for. But 3-0 win over Spurs, who even their manager has been there 4 months, look like he's going to be on the out, and pretty tough when he's not club captain, but obviously your main player Harry Kane wants out to try and rally a group who should be pushing for that top 4 sort of spot.
Yeah.
Then we had and this was in the preview. I kind of went, look, in the top 3 teams, it's the first to drop points. Is going to be who's going to kind of start making differences because they're just so good. And we saw Chelsea win 3-0 over a real dismal Newcastle. But the 2 interesting results were Liverpool 2-2 against Brighton after going 2-0 up. They got pegged back, and then City 2-0 loss against Palace. Interesting the way, in that top 3, that's a massive opportunity loss for both City and Liverpool to, playing weaker sides.
To not get full points out of that.
Yeah. I mean, big schedules at the moment. I don't know if with the different cups and Champions League for teams to be able to do that.
Plus all the international footy that's been going on as well, eh?
It's been heavy. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens this weekend after your 2 bad results from those 2, and Chelsea's still on a roll. They're looking good at it, don't you think?
Yeah, they look tidy. You've had no mention though of the mighty Hammers. West Ham, mate.
4-1 win.
Smokies for the title. My boys, the Hammers.
Actually, another listener, Liam DeAndrew Alway, he's always messaging me about the Hammers. So you guys
he sounds like a great man.
Something like that. No, he's a good bastard. 4-1 win. Who was that over?
Aston Villa.
Yeah, good result as well. Obviously,
Cleaned
Villa,
up,
solid squad after investing after Grealish left. West Ham looking good. Declan Rice looking very Champions League. Yeah, looking like he's a step above, and you'll be lucky to keep hold of him for the next couple of years because he's looking class.
Yeah, he's going to be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, cash in like Villa did with Grealish. So that's the footy. We'll come back to you, Stobie, after watching you kind of zone out and leave us. You need to do your top 5 so we can keep this thing moving. Sorry to the listeners out there for the disruption. It's just Stobart. We just got to deal with it.
Yeah, no, sorry, boys. The internet caked it, so I had to get on the hotspot real quick. So, where was I? Iced animals. Do we know iced animals?
Oh, yes. Go on,
quality.
son. I'm so glad
That's a
you
round
came
of
back. I
applause.
was really not thinking I should give you the admit back into the potty, but I'm glad you returned. That's amazing.
Well earned.
Yeah.
They're
Not shy of
unreal.
buying those post school, that's for sure.
Nah, even
Yeah,
now.
nah.
Oof.
Mm.
Unbelievable scenes.
Yeah, great work from you.
Yeah, no, they're good. But also number 4 had to be in there. Like, it's a birthday, so you got to have birthday cake, don't you?
You do indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Christy and I spoke about afterwards. We're like, oh shit, we left that out.
Yeah, no, that has to be in there. But then I've got 3 of just the classics that you boys have sort of mentioned, the pizza slices.
Yep.
At number
Yes.
3, they're they got to be there. Sausage rolls, can't go astray with the sausage roll, and then keep going with the saucies and get the little red ones. They are delightful. The little
Yeah,
Cheerios.
we know what's on your mind, Stovey. That's
love me a sausage. But oh my god, I'd delete all of them
and your
all the kids
metabolism
would be
as well.
crying.
That's what I hate about you. Your metabolism, you'd have processed the shit out of that and still look
No,
young.
no. Not when I was a kid, mate. You should have seen the state of me.
Were you around?
You should still see the state of me.
What about on the? No one said a drink, but I think Raro, absolute classic of a Kiwi kids party.
Yeah,
Get the sachet out and happy days.
Ribena.
Yeah,
Like
very bougie.
Ribena.
Very bougie, mate. Fucking hell, I didn't know they had that up in the
And
naughty
the
north.
naughty north.
They didn't have chipmunks, but they had bloody Ribena.
Fucking hell. Very nice. Very nice.
I love some grape juice up there, I tell you what. So,
All right, lads. We'll keep things
good.
moving. We've got Hit It or Nick It this week. Again, Len disappoints and doesn't get our mystery listener to get anything in for us. So thanks for that, Len. You suck.
What does he even fucking do?
I don't know. He's not contributing much this week. If we were earning money, he's not getting a cut. That's for sure. So this week we're going to do Hit It or Nick It, and this is just trying to be relevant to what's going on at the moment. So yesterday was Halloween. Very American-based kind of holiday that's been embraced by us. What we do, we kind of nick everyone's stuff. But this week, guys, Halloween, and this is based on either your childhood or now. It can be just both. Do you hit it or nick it, Christy?
I reckon these days, definitely hitting it. Definitely, because now it's like parties and beers and getting around the fellas, a bit of a dress up, and it's way more entertaining now. We used to live like up a long driveway, so as a kid, it was always like, nah. People never came to us, so we never went trick-or-treating.
Did you share your lollies?
No, we've been over this. You got to earn these bodies. So I'm a hit it. I'm a hit it now.
Very
Me and
nice.
Halloween get on like a house on fire.
Alrighty then.
Nice, mate. That's very good. Yeah, I mean, it's any excuse for you to just get on the piss, so it doesn't surprise me. Nice.
Simple life.
What about you, Stovey?
Oh, yeah, tricky one. Obviously celebrated on the weekend. One of the flatties wanted to get around it, so we got around it, and good old time. Everyone hated my outfit, so maybe I'll nick it next time. But I think getting dressed up, it's a bit of fun. Just like Chrissy says, good time to get around it and get dressed up, and how good. So yeah, I'll hit it. I'll get around it for the fellas. Bit of a celebration. It's just a shame we can't do it properly in lockdown, eh?
Yeah, 100%. I've got the lovely 10 minutes to go. We might not be getting this on video on YouTube and just the audio. Anyway, for me, hit it or nick it on the Halloween's a real tough one because I never went trick-or-treating as a kid. Deprived child. Poor me. Didn't ever go trick-or-treating, so I felt like I was always missing out when my mates were rolling around to houses and stuff like that. But you come through to being an adult, and that's the best time to get dressed up stupid and look good with the fellas. I'm going to absolutely hit this because I'm going to make up for lost time and go extra hard on Halloween for the boys.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Nice,
Toby, you've got some code for us this week, fella.
Yeah. The picking genius over here, NPC. As I say every week, it is the hardest competition in the world to pick, and it proved us right again, or wrong, whichever way you look at it. Canterbury v Tasman, first game kicked off, and Windles decided for the first week not to back Canterbury because
I was sitting there so mad abusing my TV. My poor TV didn't deserve that.
Oh yeah, the first time he doesn't, and they get home rogue. I don't know what's going on, but Tasman just aren't looking very good, and well, as good as they usually are. And Canterbury are also fucking average, but they
Bloody
got up. I mean,
rollercoaster.
it was always going to be a close game, Canterbury Tasman. Big sort of rivalry there. So yeah, Canterbury gets up. Sorry, Windows. The next result was very disappointing and very sad. I got on Northland 13 plus thinking this is going to be a beauty, and yeah, disappointing yet again.
What was the score?
I think 37-33 to Southland. So close one.
Shout
Another
out to our
close
guy
derby.
Connor down south who was telling us how good Southland is, and now him and Len are best friends.
Yeah, buddies. Friends. Bop and Waikato.
Again,
Just fuck. Just
Yeah.
fuck.
I actually hadn't realized
yeah.
that Bay of Plenty hadn't played for so long. They had a massive gap, but again, they bottled that. They should have won that one. What was the score, fella?
37-33. So another
Yeah.
Yeah,
close
it's the
one.
same score.
Yeah, it was a great game. They kept it real tight. I think they may have just been leading or almost bang on at halftime, and they were playing against the wind Bay of Plenty, and then they had the win with them in the second, and just missing opportunities, not taking points when on offer, and I don't know, just didn't happen for them. They looked the goods, for most of that game, and just didn't take their chances, I reckon.
They're missing a few
Frustrating.
players.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Forget I said that.
Yeah, absolutely, fella.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to that. Anyway, keep going. Next game.
Yeah, tough one. Thanks, Christy.
No worries.
Hawke's Bay, Hawke's mate. Oh dear. Hawke's Bay, Manawatu. Another high-scoring game, 40-31. Yeah, interesting. Lots of points getting on the board. I thought Hawke's Bay would do a number, but they obviously didn't. Still get the job done, but closer than I would have thought.
1 to 12
And
on
then, yeah,
I think I
9
had them down 1
points.
to 12 as well, which is very nice.
Oh, the Windows comes to the party.
Does something.
So that was my only pick of the weekend because Otago then beat Wellington Wankers. 33-28. So another high scoring game and a close one as well. But Otago do the job. Wellington, after looking fucking great guns, shat the bed 2 weeks in a row. So
Otago got a red card in there too. Some bloke
Yeah.
knocked the winger out cold, shoulder to the head, and they still got the dub.
It's not bad from them. No, I had Hawke's Bay 13 plus. I'm full of shit. Very nice. That's the
Yeah.
wrap for.
Yeah, NPC, the greatest competition in the world to pick.
Some international rugby, mate.
Yeah, international. Obviously, the ABs, the boys got on a multi. I didn't really contribute to it, and whatever. But how good? The ABs got up, smoked Wales. It was a close game for a decent part of it, and then the ABs just as usual. That last sort of 20 minutes, just run away with it. They're just too good, too fit. The bench
Some
is
silky
unbelievable.
skills.
Jeez, Will Jordan is so nice.
That chip and chase was unbelievable. That gas, because when he chipped it, he started to go take his left and then realized the left wasn't on and went back to the right. Like he still just gassed him, had to go two
He's
ways.
such a gun, man.
Yeah, no, unbelievable. So awesome from the listeners. We put it out there to go. Yeah, tell us who's going to score and we'll back it. We'll chuck $20 on it. So you guys said Will Jordan, Bowden Barrett, and Dalton Papali'i, and $20 on that at tens is happy days to go in the kitty. So bloody
Great
good work
punting.
there. Yeah, that's unreal.
Bloody
I tried to talk Len out
nice.
of doing Papali'i, but he didn't listen. So thank fuck for that.
Yeah, that was good. And then Scotland deleted Tonga as expected. Obviously, yeah, not surprised to be honest. So that was the international rugby.
Yeah. So
what do we got, Windows?
Any scores on those?
No,
that's cool.
it was fucking don't worry.
It was interesting, Like the team. So on the when we did our potty, the teams weren't named. It was $1.91 at the All Blacks at 13 plus. Teams get named, first thing in the morning, $1.17, because Wales have come out obviously with a weaker side and we've put out a real strong side. But that's a massive price drop based on team lineups, right?
54-16 it ended up being as well.
Who got? Did anyone get the margins on that?
I did,
31,
yeah,
40.
at 450.
Yeah, so they needed to. Because I chucked in the chat, obviously premature as always. Going, I bloody got it. And Geordie Barrett's missed that last conversion to come into my
Oh.
slot. Also, my
Yeah.
maths is terrible at 5 in the any time of the day actually, but at 5 in the morning. So I actually thought I did have it. Yeah, no, bloody good. And yeah, Scotland obviously gave Tonga a touch up. But again,
60-14.
Solomon
60-14.
Akata has actually been put into that Tongan squad going forward. So that's pretty cool for him to, that conversion from league to rugby. Yeah. But yeah, that's the international rugby. We've got Joke of the Week, and it's my turn. And as Christy's also here, it's his turn now. Yay!
Yes, very well played, Windows.
Strap your seatbelts in, fellas.
I love the little 15-minute warning I got. That was like, don't tell Stubbs, but I'm actually going to offload this to you, and it's going to be on you. So
that's not a surprise at all. Fucking Windles hates doing a joke.
And it was my idea
Hates
for the
it.
segment as well. What an idiot.
it might be
Shocking.
slightly inappropriate, but I feel like we can give that a nudge.
We'll move past it, mate. If you're
Have you heard the one about the nuns? I know there's probably a few nun jokes, but there's two nuns sitting at a park bench, and bloke's going for his morning run, and he just full frontal flashes them, gives them the whole shebang, the whole look, and one of the nuns has a stroke, but the other one couldn't reach.
That's very good. Very
Not bad
nice.
from you. Yeah, that's
I mean, that's my
PG.
one and only though.
Yeah,
Those
good.
are hard to
I
come
like
by.
it.
That's all right. No one was racially abused in that, so we're all fine here. Yeah, bit of UFC on the weekend. I actually I undersold this card going into the weekend, so apologies to the listeners. I got pulled up for that, but that's all right. We only talked about Dan Hooker and how he was going to win, and that obviously didn't happen either. So following the rugby on Sunday was bloody good with the UFC coming in, and yeah, there was a lot of short fights, to be honest. There was on the main card, there was one, two. Yeah, 2 in the first round, a couple in the second. So it was all kind of quick, but it was bloody good fights. So, we had, I'm going to butcher these names, but we had the bloke who, I've got no, Chimaev, he was fucking impressive. That guy's crazy. He just came in, picked up the dude, took him over to Dana White's corner, started talking to Dana, and then, put the submission on him. That guy's mental. Next fight was boring as fuck. I fell asleep and then woke back up. So Dan Hooker versus Islam with Khabib's boys. Poor Dan Hooker, man. That was hard to watch, eh?
Was that the first round?
First round, early
First round
doors.
submission.
Yeah,
I
real.
was trying to get my stream up, and by the time the stream had come up, the cunt had lost.
Yeah, so he's also obviously not getting on here. Thanks for that, Stovey. No, look, felt real bad for him. Obviously, he picked the fight because no one else wanted it, because this guy's mental and that guy's going to go on and probably win a belt at some stage. I don't know if you saw the video with Hasbullah bloody calling out Dan Hooker before the fight, and Dan Hooker's yeah, I'll just punt that guy. But yeah, that was bloody funny. So unlucky for Dan Hooker, but he'll go back to the drawing board, and obviously got some great taker and whatnot. But yeah, not long till Kai Kara France and his